The other night, you had said, hey, good teams don't lose 2 in a row. Let's see how we come out against the Knicks. So to make another comeback, to fight hard and get the victory, what do you take away from the team sort of responding to that challenge?
I think we responded very well. Obviously, playing the Cavs, one of the best teams last year in the NBA, playing the Knicks, one of the best teams in the East. I think both games we gave maximum effort, played very, very well, moved the ball. Obviously, against the Cavs, we fall short. And leaving that game, our mindset was like, okay, in order for us to take the next step and be able to compete with the best teams in the NBA, we can't lose 2 in a row. We're playing the Knicks, which we know they're going to come out, they're going to shoot threes, they have great players. They're going to be very, very aggressive, try to get in the paint and create open threes for themselves. But we knew it's going to be a challenge, and we wanted to accept that challenge and come here and, try to, stay in the game and try to win the game. Obviously, in the second quarter, I think they scored 45 points. A lot of miscommunication defensively, a lot of open threes, a lot of easy layups. It wasn't us, but coming out of the second half, I think everybody rose to the challenge, and they scored 40, 45 points the whole game, which that's how we got to play. When we have teams play against our set defense, we are totally different this year. We're younger, we're faster, we're bigger. We have guys that can, get underneath other guys and use their hands and move their feet. We have guys that can switch. We have guys that have accepted the role, come from the bench and try to, take that defensive assignment, which is, I think, Kuzma. I think he did an incredible job, not just this game, the whole game that he's played. Like, he's been incredible defensively, making it tough for everybody. Again, in order for us to be one of the best teams in the league or in the East, we have to beat the best teams. Both teams last year, I think they swept us. Knicks did not just sweep us; they beat us really, really well. And this year it's totally different. This year, as I said last game, no excuses. It doesn't matter who plays. As long as we dress up and we show up, we gotta play hard. And we gotta try to win games.
Doc had said, this team is bought in, but winning helps a buy-in. And not that he put an emphasis on a good start, but it would be nice, right? And last year you guys didn't have your third win until mid-November. So what is it stacking a couple wins, even in this first week or two, kind of mean for this group in terms of, what do you say, like that if they play hard, play together, it can be successful? You guys have at least done it 3 out of the first 4.
I think all 4 games we played to win. And that's a great habit to have. Even when we were down 15 against the Cavs or we were down 12 against the Knicks, we didn't put our head down, we didn't give up. It's very easy. I think it's very easy mentally to just be weak and just let the game go away and go their way. I love what I'm seeing. I think guys are playing to win, and this is what we are going to do this year. This is why we're here. This is why we wear this jersey. This is why we represent the fans. This is why we represent our team, our family. We play to win. And this is how it's going to be the whole year. And I think we have the personnel. We have the players to win games. And it shows, I believe that our bench is one of the best bench in the NBA. We score 42 points, 42 points to their 18. And it's going to be like that. And I think once even our bench start rolling and guys start feeling more comfortable with our offense and because early in the season you're going to be better game 15 than game 3. You're going to be better game 40 or game 82 than game 2 or 3. So we have a good bench. As I said, we have guys that can make shots. We have guys that can make plays. We have a lot of guys that can defend, so we're in a good place. We just got to keep on building that habit, which is we win. This team is built exactly how it's supposed to be built to win games.
A lot of the guys have talked about how it's easy for them to give their all when they see the best player in the world doing it. hustling, doing those things. I'm curious, is the inverse true for you, that seeing guys play as hard as everyone else on the roster has played gives you energy as well and inspires you to do the same thing?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Obviously, like, I'm going to try to play hard. That's what I do. That's what I do. Simple as that. But obviously, if I see my teammates like scrambling and diving on the ball and getting the rebounds and boxing out and blocking shot and getting the paint and spraying the ball out for open three, like obviously when I sit on the bench, I'm like, okay, how can I come in and build on that energy, build on that momentum? I think that's what the best players do. They read the game, they see how the game is moving. If the game is slowing down, then you got to come in, be more methodical, move the ball better, put guys in the right spot. If you see the game's getting out of control, you calm down, you try to control the game by getting the ball in the post, getting the ball in the elbow, ask for a pick and roll, running the whole set through. But at the end of the day, like as I said, like you read the game, and whatever the team needs, you come in and you try to give. And when I see my team playing hard and guys are, like as I said, diving on the floor and putting the body on the line, it's very easy for me to adapt and to buy into that. And I come in and I do the same.
You have 12 points, I think 4 assists in the third quarter. Helps bring you guys out of that deficit. You mentioned reading the game. What did you maybe see in that moment that it needed a more aggressive Giannis in that moment?
I felt like in the second quarter I was more aggressive. Obviously, we were down 12. I wanted to build on that. Coming in the third quarter, I wanted to make more plays. Obviously, it's very easy when guys are making shots, right? So like when you pass the ball to Edge and he just pulls up and makes that three, it gives you confidence. He probably gets confidence too, but it gives the team confidence, right? So now all of a sudden he's a threat. Now everything opens up, and now as a leader, I gotta read that. That's my opportunity now to be able to be more aggressive, find lanes, and not necessarily for me to score. I can get in and make the right play. And if you're not in front of me, I'm probably going to score. But as I said, like, I have to be aggressive. I don't look to pass. I look to make plays. And sometimes that's going to be a play for myself, or that's going to be a play for my teammate. I just let my instinct take over.
You have that sequence in the third quarter where you have a block, a dunk, and they take a timeout. I'm not the best lip reader, but I believe I saw "This is my city" and then something after that. Can you help fill in the blanks for me?
I said I love when it's tough. I thrive when it's tough. When you make it tough, I thrive. That's what I said.
Yeah, Giannis, there was going back to the ESPN report from earlier this month, part of it was that if you were traded, you'd prefer to go to the Knicks.
Who said that?
It was an ESPN report that.
I don't read that.
I was wondering if that is true, and if it is or it's not. Okay.
I don't remember that. Right now I'm here representing my team, and that's it. We beat the Knicks, So doesn't really matter. What matters right now, we have a game in 2 days against Golden State. Try to stay locked in and get 2 in a row. But I didn't read that article. Try to stay away from all that rumors and I don't know how you call it, speculations and trade and all this. It doesn't concern me one bit. I try to involve myself and try to help my team win games.
Was there anything extra? I mean, I guess not, because
Extra
you
like
didn't
what?
know about it. Was there anything extra to this game and playing the Knicks because of any of that stuff?
Yeah, it's for sure. It was a lot extra. They swept us last year. Swept us. They were way better than us last year, and we didn't make it tough for them. It was very easy, in my opinion. As a leader of this team, I remember. I don't forget things, and I, try to, from early shoot around, set the tone for the team, and try to remind them. Like last year, they swept us. Same with the Cavs. So I think the team responded in the best way. So I'm happy.
Giannis, what have you thought of Ryan's performance so far this season?
Ryan, it's too early to give compliments, huh? It's too early because Ryan is young. How old is he? 24? 24, 23? Yeah. He's been playing incredible. Defensively, he's one of the most annoying guards probably in the league. He's making right reads. He's able to, play with me, come off the bench. He pretty much does everything. I love playing with him. He's been playing incredible for the team. But one thing that I say that I'm able to see and I'm happy and I can see that is that, leaving the game with the Cavs, during the game, he comes up to me, goes up to Miles, and he's like, hey, what can I do? What can I do? What can I do to help the team? Hey, what plays do you want? Like, at 23, right? 23 years old, like that's maturity. When I was 23, I remember like, hey, Bled, Chris, what can I do? What you guys want me to do? Like, how can I help? And I love that about Ryan. And the other thing is that, getting on the plane, like him and Rondo was watching like tape. And I don't remember if I said that publicly last year or I said it to him. I said like, if you really want to like improve and get to the next level, you have the best example, they can give you the blueprint in front of you, right? Which is Rondo, right? Just talk to him every single day. Like he's one of the best Hall of Famer, like talk to him every single day. What does he see? How can you navigate this pick and roll? How can you navigate defensively this? How can you put your teammates in a better position? Like just keep on watching film and talk to him. And after the Cavs game in the plane, like he did that for like an hour and a half. And that's important, and that's why you see it translate to the game. Like he's a very, very hard worker. He plays hard. He loves the challenge. I think he has a great competitive spirit, but at the same time, he's a student of the game, and he's learning from the best. He has the opportunity. Not a lot of people have the opportunity to be with Rondo every single day and like pick his brain. So take advantage of that, and he's been taking advantage of that. And as I said, you guys can see it. It shows on the game, and it's too early. It's game 4. It's too early for compliments. We have 80. Sorry, my math is bad. 78. We have 78 in 8 games. If he doesn't play well, you guys are gonna say, "Oh, but you know how it goes." So it's too early for compliments. Just stay locked in, and we have another one in 2 days, and just lock in. Let's win that game.
Not to make you give out more compliments, but AJ Green's a guy who you saw come in a few years ago. How proud are you of the way that he's developed from two-way guy to contract extension and hit some big shots in the second half today?
He's incredible, man. Like, again, he's same as Ryan. We have like, I don't know who they see, and they decide to work hard. But again, this is just the beginning for him. When you're able to be in this position and you're a starter in the NBA and you get a contract extension, this is the beginning. Like a lot of people think when you get that contract extension and when you get in a position to start and help your team win games, like, oh, I made it. This is where you kind of relax. But this is not how it goes. A lot of people see that. The same way you guys see that, a lot of opponents see that too. And when he comes on the floor, they're going to play hard against him. They're going to want to see what he's made of. And why he got what he got, and they want to make sure to see if he deserves it. So they're gonna come after him. So I think he's responding very, very well. He's making tough shots. He's not hesitating. He's playing defense. He's moving the ball. He's being vocal. He works hard. He's a great, great guy, high character guy. So I love being around him. But again, it's too much compliments. Let's take the compliments, throw it out of the window. I think, who am I, who are you to tell them what they are and what they're not? I think they know exactly who they are. They just got to keep on working hard, and they have a lot of road in front of them to keep on building and growing as players. And they have the opportunity to do so. Ryan is starting, AJ is starting. So you have 78 games plus playoff to show what you're made of, right? So no matter what we say or what you say or what we think, it's up to them to put the work in and keep on improving.
Just going back to that, this is my city comment there in the third quarter. When you say something like that on the floor, are you kind of acting on instinct, or was there kind of message you wanted to deliver, whether it be to the viewing audience or to whoever?
I think no, it's just instincts. I've made the same comments in the past. Try not to read too much into things. Just instinct, man. I just play basketball. Just try to play basketball.
Yeah, it's just off of what Steph was asking you, how do you, does that stuff become a distraction when you're like the focus of the NBA world for like a week with that report that you didn't see?
If it becomes distraction for me, I don't have time. I'm not going to lie to you. I have 4 kids. You know, I have a 7-month-old, 2-year-old, 4-year-old, and 5-year-old. So, brother, I don't have time to read. Even if I wanted to pay attention to stuff like that, my life don't let me. You know, I have 4 little, gremlins that they're running around, and I have, my craft that I gotta improve, and then I gotta lead the team, and then I got the other things. I got my wife, I got my mother, I got my brothers. I gotta go to church. Man, I ain't got time for all that. So I'm being very, very honest with you. I just love playing basketball, and I try to speak on the court. Thank you, guys.